the game can see the boxing boys.
About your guy, because we've been kind of recording footage all the way from the drive to Jersey to New York, and randomly asking people, do they know Errol Spence? Because this is his first big headline to us, because Algieri's a big name. He's been in pay-per-view with Pacquiao. He's been on HBO. So how has it been for yourself and Earl now that this fight has been announced? Has he gotten a little more attention? How's his focus? What is different, if anything?
Well, let me get some clarity, because is Chris Algieri a known name? Yes. But I saw an interview where he said that he knew that Errol Spence was nervous at the press conference, because when he went from fighting on ESPN to fighting on HBO, he was nervous. The difference is this: fighting on ESPN is like fighting on a televised undercard and not being shown on TV, compared to fighting on Showtime. Earl fought on Showtime 2 or 3 times, fought on Fox Sports, he fought on NBC 4 times. So what happens is, when he actually fought on pay-per-view, nobody watched the fight. So is that just like if a tree falls in the woods, what does that mean? If nobody hears it, did the tree fall? Right. So basically, the myth that he's more experienced or more whatever is
More used to the lights.
yeah, is a myth. There's no bigger lights than the Olympic Games. No bigger lights, period. I mean, Mayweather versus Pacquiao can't compare to the Olympic Games because the whole world was watching. So what happens is, coming to a professional, he's been gradually groomed for this, for interviews.
But the expectation for an Olympian to transition to a pros is more like that weight on their shoulders. If you're doing good as an Olympian, we expecting you to do great as a pro.
And at the same time, if you look at the body of work from last year, just alone, we won't go to Earl's 19 fights. We'll go to last year. Every guy he fought last year had never been knocked out before, right? The first guy fought Sean Porter. Sean Porter knocked him down. Phil Greco. Wait.
You know where I'm coming, because LaGreco was on a 2-year layoff.
Well, listen, but LaGreco was training.
And he took that fight like on a week's notice.
No, a couple of days. Listen, LaGreco was still in training camp with Jesse Vargas, all right? He was in training camp. He was in shape. Well, listen, okay, let's go further back. All the other guys.
I like the Van Heerden win. Solid guy.
Listen, all these guys had never been knocked down before, the other guys.
Durable fighters. Ronald Cruz.
Yeah, which that should have been stopped. That shouldn't have been allowed to go the distance. So to say that he's never fought anybody, Emmanuel Taylor, you serious? Mike Arnudis, come on, man. Come on,
Arnudis is what we call like a barometer, right? He's a veteran that's been in the ring with multiple fighters, so like you use him as a gauge. Emmanuel Taylor, look, he held his own versus Algieri and versus Adrian Broner. He didn't do bad. And versus Orozco, he looked good. Again, another guy that you can use as a barometer. It's a guy that you're supposed to be, but if you don't beat, then you're not the goods.
Yeah, true. But at the same time, he's a guy that can't even compare to this one particular guy. Provodnikov was a great puncher. Can't cut the ring off. That's not boxing.
But sometimes with that pressure he applies, things go out the window in a real fight.
The pressure isn't real if you're moving. So see, he couldn't. What was the pressure when he couldn't catch up with the guy?
But he does catch up. Derek, remember, he caught up to Lucas. Even though Lucas won that fight, Lucas had to hold him. Lucas had to do a lot of inside fighting. He caught up to Algieri. Look at Algieri's eye. He dropped him. He hit him with the left hook.
The first round.
Everyone that he basically fought, he hit them.
But he couldn't catch up with Algieri.
Mauricio Herrera's face when they fought a long time ago.
Provodnikov?
Yeah.
But these are guys that are not move like. Algieri's a mover. Very smart, intelligent fighter.
Good wheels.
Great movement. And that's the key to what happened for him getting out of there. Pacquiao, because he could move. Him beating the other Provodnikov, because he could move. And the Amir Khan fight, which he fought a different type of fight. He fought, man, these are good fights, man.
Do you think that's going to happen? You think he's going to come with that aggressive style versus Earl?
Well,
do you want that to happen?
Listen. I want the best fight for him to happen.
What is the best fight for you?
Well, listen, there's no bad fight for me. I think that we prepare for the movement. We have great defense, great counterpunching ability. So it's like this. whatever's the best fight for him. Cause I don't want it to be like this fight where you get blown out of the water 1 or 2 rounds. Because people have this idea of what Errol Spence.
That would make a huge statement to blow Algieri out in 2.
Well, listen,
no one even stopped Algieri.
It'll make a huge statement, but what I'm saying is this: is that
scare guys off.
No, but what I'm saying is this: is that the reason why I say that is because I want them to see just everything Errol Spence has. You can't see that in 1 or 2 round knockout. And we know he can get dropped. We know he can get knocked down. But, meaning Algieri. But what happens is, when it gets deeper, we spar 16, 18 rounds, sparring, 3-minute breaks. We don't spar we spar good guys. It works really well. So, it's going to be a good fight, man. It's going to be tough, because I want everybody to see actually what the guy can do, opposed to, he's a puncher, he can knock you out.
Sounds like you guys are taking that Sergey Kovalev route where you're not going to knock him out. You're going to give him some punishment.
No. That's not true.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, he may not be that easy to get to in the first or second round. Remember, he's fresh, he's thinking, he's clear. Game plans do work 1 or 2 rounds. But what happens is, sometimes people generally go away from those once they get hit. Listen, this guy can punch. Let me tell you what, the last fight, he broke the guy's jaw. That's the only reason why the guy quit. Fight for that, broke his orbital bone. He broke guys' jaw, ribs, nose. Yeah, in the gym all the time. Sparring all the time. Listen, he hit the
on the ride here, and we got footage of it. Thank you, God. We were talking on the ride here about, we won't even mention names, but about Errol Spence having these kind of gym myth stories of how he's damaged people, either black eyes or literally knocking them out in sparring. I mean,
breaking their noses, bruising their wrists.
So tell us some more of these little stories.
This is true. So one day he's sparring with Rob Brandt. He throws an overhand left. Rob blocks the punch, right? Boom. Next day, Rob comes and says, look at this. He had a bruise on his hand.
Through the glove.
Through the glove. Through the
wrap.
Through the glove on his hand. He threw a body shot last week and Rob blocked it. Came next day, big bruise on his elbow. Listen, he punches, I'm telling you, listen, he punches really, really hard. And you're going to see, I think he's going to come out, he wants to flex his manhood, which he is a phenomenal fighter. He's a man. But when you see, okay, they're going to have other plans. I do not see him. I can't see him. We spar heavyweights, man.
We're going to start, right? So my last question is this. Do you ever fear that Earl may become like the Julian Williams, where he's too good for his own good, where the fighters don't want to fight him, they're going to say no? No?
Well, I think with Julian Williams and Earl, they were both in the same category because to people, they were rated but not high enough. Now they're rated both #1 mandatories. Now this is a guy that has to fight him. So what happened? Chris Algieri stepped up to the mic. So I think that I don't have a problem. And Julian Williams won't have a problem now because he's ranked #1. He's the mandatory.
He's gonna be fighting the brother of your guy.
That's right. Yeah. So he has. Hey man, that's good, man. And what can you say?
They're gonna be looking for you in a bit.
The game, 'cause see the boxing boys.